Basically, Attack on Titans is about German Spider-Man soldiers who fight gigantic people called Titans. Before we delve into the rich story of Attack on Titan, there is some preliminary lore that needs to be explained in order to make the story much more easier to understand. The locations of the story revolves around a land called
These nuts!
The world of Attack on Titans is very similar to our own, except they have Titans. We don't know much about these Titans, since, well, technically we do, but this is season 1 and I have to milk the series out for future videos. But what I can say is that with my big brain analysis, Titans are a metaphor that represent the Facebook community. Mindless, volatile, violent, and are nothing but mere pawns to a much greater power. I'm just kidding. Because of this problem, humans have had to fight back and build gigantic walls to keep these Titans away. There are 3 main walls: Wall Maria, the outermost wall, Wall Rose, the middle wall, and Wall Cena, the innermost wall. These walls were created by in order to protect the people from the Titans. 3 military factions were created, split into the Survey Corps, the ones who voyaged outside the walls, military police, the police of the society, and the garrison, the soldiers responsible for patrolling and protecting the walls. There, now let's start with what happens in episode 1. The main hero of the story is future Spider-Man soldier Eren Yeager. Eren has a sister who's not really his sister, but sister named Mikasa. We'll talk about her later on. The series starts off with Eren hitting puberty, finally having his first wet dream about God knows what stuff he is into, and is rudely interrupted by his not-so-sister Mikasa. Once they are done playing some Minecraft, collecting some sticks for crafting, they get bored and head home, and stumble across Great Guy Hans. The other drunk garrison guards are there too, but are not that important. They have a little chat. On their way back, Eren and Mikasa are caught in the crowd watching the German Spider-Man soldiers come back from the valiant voyage outside the walls. We see the harsh consequences of fighting the Titans, with the scouts returning bloody, injured and devastated. Ignorance is bliss for the young Eren, and so he watches in awe, sparking the hopes of becoming one of them one day. Once home, we are introduced to Grisha and Carly Yeager, Eren's parents. Eren argues with his parents, like the troublesome prepubescent teen he is becoming, and then finds his friend, good guy Armin. Armin jinxes his people by explaining how Titans have not broken over the walls in a long time. An even chunkier Titan, called the Colossal Titan, mysteriously appears in front of Wall Maria and plays football, soccer, with the wall's gates. The Colossal Titan scores and destroys many houses, including Eren's home, leaving Mrs. Yeager trapped under the rubble. Her legs are crushed, but good guy Hans comes to the rescue. Just as good guy Hans attempts to play the hero, he is reminded that he is nothing but an NPC as his pee-pee shrivels up in the sight of a smiling Titan. Good guy Hans instead takes Eren and Mikasa, leaving Mrs. Yeager to the smiling Titan. Eren and Mikasa watches as their mother is eaten like a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme, and the smiling Titan is a messy eater, causing the taco sauce to spill everywhere. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin are forced to flee the city and further within the next walls through a ship/boat, I'm not sure, as we witnessed an overflood of victims that are also seeking help to escape. As if things couldn't get any worse, another mysterious Titan appears, the Armored Titan. This Titan is not as tall as the Colossal Titan, but he's a thick boy and has armor-like platings protecting his skin. Thick boy over here plows through the soldiers and their defenses and plays football, this time American football, with the inner wall's gates, rendering the district of Wall Maria completely destroyed. With the sudden surge of population forced closer into the inner walls, housing and food shortages run rampant. The government forces the people to reclaim and collect supplies from Wall Maria. As expected, this shady practice is nothing but a way to decrease the population and ease the food shortage. After a little time skip, our 3 musketeers, Eren, Armin and Mikasa, end up joining the cadet corps. We are then introduced to the support cast of the show, consisting of Reiner, a thick boy who looks like that super senior in your high school. Bertolt, the beta boy who should have joined the NBA. Annie, the edgy teen who should have joined the UFC. Jean, a prideful white guy with yellow fever. Marco, an idealist support character who I honestly forgot about. Connie, the short dude with bad humor. Sasha, who loves meat. Historia, an irrelevant character that will never ever become important. Wink wink. And Ymir, another edgy teen who sims for Historia. There are others, but spoiler alert, the show isn't compared to Game of Thrones for a reason. They go through a typical training arc, and unlike the other cadets, Eren struggles with his Spider-Man training. Reiner trains with Eren. We eventually realize that the web-slinging training harness was broken, and that Eren was actually still able to hold his own. Edgy Annie shows off her UFC skills and wrecks Eren. The support cast listed above will eventually graduate top of their class, including Eren, who will talk no jutsu his way to convince his friends to join the scouts. During one of their daily quests, Eren and his friends are joined by the Colossal Titan, who yet again kicks the wall's gate off, but mysteriously disappears before Eren could slice his nape open. The soldiers are forced to retreat and strategize a way to evacuate and defend the city from the incoming horde of Titans. Eren and Armin end up on the same team for the mission, but Mikasa is separated into a different team since Mikasa is OP. Remember when I said that the show is compared to Game of Thrones? Well, Eren's NPC teammates are killed, and just before Armin could have been eaten by the Santa Claus Titan, he is saved by Eren. Eren is eaten. During Mikasa's mission, we are given a backstory for how she ended up with the Jaeger family. Mikasa's mum is Asian, and apparently they sell like hotcakes in the black market, so mercenaries attempt to sell her off. This plan fails, with Mikasa's mum and dad being murdered, and the mercenaries being left with no option but to kidnap Mikasa instead. The mercenaries argue with each other about their failed job, while Eren breaks into their hideouts and kills Mikasa's kidnappers. As expected, Mikasa is devastated. Just as Mikasa was about to give in to her despair, she remembers Eren and his scarf that he gave her. Suddenly, she is saved by a mysterious titan, a real sexy looking titan, a real protagonist looking titan. Unlike the other titans, this titan seems to like to bully its own folk. Mikasa and Armin and friends end up making their way back to headquarters and hatch a plan to use this mysterious titan to their advantage. The group go to the HQ storeroom to refuel their gears and clear out the titans inside. The mysterious titan continues to beat the hell out of the other titans until he gets tired and dies. But surprise! Steam puffs out of the nape of the mysterious titan, and out comes Keanu Reeves. I'm just kidding. It would be kind of cool if Keanu Reeves came out. I mean, he kind of looks like the titan, but Eren comes out, as predicted. Mikasa goes and hugs her not-so-brother, while on the other side of the city, we are introduced to best guy Levi. Levi makes up for his short stature by having the biggest peepee on the field. Levi is a human Beyblade and annihilates every titan in his way. He is so strong that they would have had to make sure Levi was never at the action for the story to progress. This series would have been 1 season long if Levi was the main protagonist, but he's not. And okay, enough of the riding of the Levi hype train. So Eren, Mikasa and Armin are surrounded by soldiers who are fearful of Eren and his newfound abilities. Armin talk no jutsus his way out of being blasted and convinces garrison commander Pixies to use Eren's titan power to seal the wall. Skipping some small inconveniences that happen along the way, Eren as a titan manages to carry a boulder into the wall's gate and seal it up. Eren saves the day. The remaining titans are killed, and gathering of the casualties are done by the remaining soldiers. Jean discovers that, this guy, what was his name again? Yeah, this guy, Marco. Marco has been Obito'd, but unlike Obito, there's no Madara to save him, so he dies. Eren is in prison, and Commander Owen and Levi visit him for a chat. Eren is notified that Owen and Levi are planning to take him and have him join the scouts. Eren creams himself in excitement, as this was his big brain plan all along. I'm just kidding. Eren is faced with a trial of a sort, where the factions of the military police argue as to who will get to keep Eren. Levi and Eren partake in some BDSM and everyone is grossed out, so Levi and Owen take Eren for the scouts. Eren joins the scouts and gets to know the weird Hanji, who likes to play with titans and experiment on them. Hanji reveals to Eren that they have captured 2 titans for experimentation, but psych! Someone sabotages and kills the titans. Time has come for the cadets to choose which faction of the military they want to join, and Commander Owen gives the greatest speech about how they will die a painful death if joined with the scouts. Of course, everyone makes up their mind, and it's obviously inspired and fired up by his speech, so they all join the scouts. Everyone except Annie. She chooses the military police. The Spider-Man soldiers plan and commence their scouting mission, using a complicated formation that was intended to protect the forces from stray titans. I say intended because of course this formation sounded better on paper and does not go too well for everyone. Another mysterious titan appears, but this time it's a blonde-haired female titan called called the Female Titan. The Female Titan destroys a section of the formation of Armin's crew, but Armin is left alive after the mysterious Female Titan removes his hood. Armin uses his Sherlock Holmes abilities and deduces that the Female Titan is looking for someone specifically. Armin is accompanied by Reiner and Jean, where they plan on stopping the Female Titan. Reiner shows off his abilities, reminding you that he isn't just a typical NPC, but the Female Titan still manages to escape and continues on her pursuit. Levi and Eren's group head towards a forest while the Female Titan chases them down. Eren is faced with a dilemma, with Levi offering him two options. He can use his Titan powers and fight off the Female Titan in hopes of sparing the lives of his group, or to trust his group and just ride ahead according to plan, losing a couple of people along the way. After a filler backstory on Eren's building of his relationship with Levi's squad, Eren chooses to trust his teammates. The Female Titan is caught in a trap set by Commander Owen. The Female Titan is caught alive, with harnesses that pierce her skin, rendering her immobile. Owen's group attempts to pierce the Female Titan's nape, but fails as the Female Titan is able to harden sections of her skin, much like the Armored Titan. Levi intimidates the Female Titan by giving her the bad cop dialogue. The Female Titan uses her Titan Scream to call the attention of the other Titans to her. The scouts attempt to fend off the horde of Titans, but are unable to kill them all. The Titans eat the body of the Female Titan, and their capture fails. Owen calls off the mission and explains that they will now play some Among Us. The imposter hides among the crewmates, but accidentally kills in front of Eren. Before Eren can call the button, the imposter transforms into the Female Titan again, ending their little Among Us game. Eren regrets his choice, and in one of the most epic scenes in the series, transforms into the Titan to fight the Female Titan. However, the transformation was followed by a disappointing battle, where Eren gets his head kicked off and is captured by the Female Titan. Mikasa gets heated and goes yandere for her not-so-brother, slicing up and putting up a good fight against the Female Titan. Epic guy Levi then enters the scene and makes Mikasa look like a child playing with sticks, outclassing her abilities and humbling her in the presence of the almighty and powerful Levi, the best guy in the... there I go again. Levi manages to retrieve Eren and they retreat. We cut to Annie and the military police. Annie is on a mission to escort Eren to the capital. Armin pulls Annie to the side for a favor. Armin asks if they can retrieve Eren from capture. Jean plays as Eren's decoy while Eren, Mikasa, Armin and Annie flee. But just as they are about to escape, Annie refuses to pass through an underground path. The scene intensifies as Eren and Armin beg Annie to come with them, but Annie catches on that she was a target all along and laughs in a weird way. Annie gives away her identity and transforms into the Female Titan. Eren and friends attempt to flee the scene but are trapped underground by Annie. Eren goes limp and is unable to transform into the Titan, resulting in Eren getting buried in rubble, and Mikasa to fight the Female Titan. Jean and Owen try to regroup with the scouts but are stopped by the military police. After another failed capture of the Female Titan by Hanji's squad, Mikasa continues to chase her before she is hurt. Eren gets himself pumped after reminding himself of all the losses he has endured and is finally able to transform into the Titan again, starting his final battle with Annie. Eren and Annie have a real battle this time, and Eren manages to get the upper hand using a flaming rage form that, fun fact, never appears in the manga, but is also never used again. Annie attempts to flee, climbing up the wall, but Mikasa does a Mufasa and drops her in an extremely badass moment. Eren pummels Annie's limbs off, and just as he is about to bite her nape, Annie hardens her real body into a crystallized cocoon. Levi cuts Eren out of his Titan form in case anything goes wrong and Annie is defeated. Crystallized Annie is rendered useless for interrogation and is locked up. Season 1 ends with Owen discussing the progress that they have made about Titans with the leaders of the capital. Eren and his friends relax and recover from their injuries. And yeah, that's basically Attack on Titan Season 1.